Hello and good morning, everybody.
Hey, it's Ben Rebecca calling for Arrow.
Man, that's me. You guys want to rock and roll? We're doing fantastic, man. You guys out on the road? What you guys out doing?
Yeah, we are here in New York. We're doing a lot of big press push for our book, and we are so excited to be here. We can't thank you enough, Arrow.
We're so excited.
I can't thank you guys enough in the way that we need this book right now. We need a place of escape. We need a place where we can step in and kind of chuckle in ways that we haven't done in a very long time. We've been under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, that's for sure. We hope to, relieve some of the stress. We can't wait to talk to you about it.
It's going to become water cooler conversation. That's an old radio term, but at the same time, it's also going to become conversation on the social medias because people are going to say, did you read that book yet?
Oh. Thank you for saying that. I really think that one thing that we found even just in the few days it's been out has been, we wrote this book to sort of do a loving send-up / roast / love letter to our generation. I think we wanted to really write it in that sense of humor, in that style that our friends respond so well to. But one thing that we found is, our parents' friends, grandparents, people of all ages have reached out being like, I know exactly what that feeling was. I remember so distinctly, the first time my friend got a great job and I tried to be really happy for them, but I was so jealous, or, the first time that I felt imposter syndrome at work. So we're really trying to strike that balance of, making it feel really laugh out loud funny, but also things that everyone can really relate to and talk about in pieces you can share even among your family.
Well, the one thing that I've taken note of a lot lately, especially you can see it at Starbucks, you can see it even before people watch a movie. Everybody's got a book in their hands right now, and a book like this is really going to lift them to a newer level.
We really hope so. We always say we wanted to write a Frisbee book, which is this term that we made up to say that you read a chapter or a line that you love and just makes you belly laugh or reminds you of a very specific feeling from growing up, such that you dog-ear the page and you Frisbee the book over to your best friend or your sister or your uncle on the beach or whatnot and probably hit them in the face. So if we could get some faces hit with this book, that would be a job well done in our book.
Well, the title alone, I mean, who came up with that? Naked in Rideshare, because you sit there, and my mother used to take us to school, and she would just have her bathrobe on. So, I mean, I laughed when I saw this.
I'm so excited that we got her representation in there. No, I mean, we really we wanted to capture the feeling of, being in your 20s and just like not feeling like you know what you're doing. So we always describe that as being in the back of an Uber pool while everyone around you is in business casual, heading on to work, and you somehow haven't even remembered to put on your pants.
yeah, that's me. I have these dreams all the time, man. It's like, I forgot to put my pants on. Now, do you guys have writer's dreams as well? It's like where you wake up in the middle of the night going, oh my God, thank God I got out of that one because that felt too real.
Oh my God. Last night I woke up from a dream that we were getting studio notes and didn't have pen and paper, so we couldn't write anything down. Yeah, that's a lot of what takes up our anxious mind, wouldn't you say, Rebecca?
Absolutely. I mean, we also wrote on The Tonight Show for a couple of years, and that feeling of, Lin-Manuel Miranda's on the show in 10 minutes and you forgot to write something for him, that I can't imagine going away anytime soon.
Anywhere you can talk about that, if these 30 different stories are going to turn into little episodes on Netflix or Hulu, because, I mean, it's got that kind of quality to it.
That's so nice of you to say, Arrow. Yeah, we do have some stuff in the works by way of bringing some of these stories to screen. So we're always curious if you read through and you can sort of guess, oh, maybe that's the one that, I'll see on TV in a few years. If that's the case, we will be running back to your show to share more details. For now, it's a little bit under lock and key, but that's certainly the hope. Some of these characters we just love and want to live with further. When
it comes to your creativity, Julia Cameron always talks about letting your inner child come out. I almost feel like that's exactly what you guys did with this project, is that you're just letting that funnier side inside of you go, look, I don't want to be mundane anymore. I want to get out here and I want to have some fun.
Oh, totally. The permission to get weird with it is the most fun thing I think you can ask any adult to do. And I mean, Ben and I are also a couple as well. We have been dating for 9 years now. And I think the other fun thing is just like getting permission to be silly and make your partner laugh is so much fun. We know we're onto something when we can genuinely surprise the other one with a joke.
How are you able to work together like that because I mean, that for a lot of people, having a creative team, I mean, even Howard Stern will say that. He goes, I don't know how they do it. These two actors in the same family. How do you do it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's true. It's all eggs, one basket. But at the end of the day, we trust each other's taste really implicitly. So even if I have an idea that I'm 1,000% sure is, the funniest story in the world, the best TV show idea, if I bring it to Rebecca and she isn't quite buying it, then my first instinct is like, oh, okay, there must be something I missed. So whenever someone asks, oh, what should I look for in a writing partner? It's someone who you just trust so intrinsically.
Yeah, because that's what happened with my wife and I think this is what opened up my heart. She says, don't give me any of that DJ ego crap. I know people more famous than you. And I thought, this is the one.
That is awesome. That's a great line.
Yeah, having a partner who checks you, I think, more than anything is a valuable investment.
Do you sit around at home just writing away? Because I can't seem to put down my writing instrument.
We do. I mean, it's one of the best and worst things about writing with your partner is that there's always something that you can be creatively riffing on. But luckily, we still find it really fun. And when we don't, I mean, it does remind me a little bit of one of our favorite chapters in our book is called We'd Kill Each Other. Yep. And most of the chapters are fiction, but a couple of them are nonfiction. And this one was, when we talk to people and say that we work with our partner, the number one thing we hear is, oh, if I worked with my partner, we'd kill each other. So Ben and I, almost as a thought experiment, wrote this funny piece that's basically, what would happen if an argument between us escalated so badly that we, two mildly out of shape comedy writers in good faith, decided to try to kill each other. So it's sort of a Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but with indigestion.
One of the things that caught my attention on this, my last book was based on, I always tell people, it's 53 different pieces of poetry that happens to tell a story. Is that what happened here? These are 30 different stories that just happen to become a book?
That's almost right. Yeah, it's funny. I think we set out to just write stories that made each other laugh and that exposed emotional truths that we wanted to explore. And our editor, HarperCollins, actually gave us the idea to tie them together as this sort of coming of age story. So they looked at them and noticed, hey, you have a bunch that are about childhood and a bunch that are about teenage years, college, post-grad. And so it came together as this sort of string of growing up stories about being young right now and then being less and less young and trying to enter the adult world, as it were.
Speaking of that less and less young, one of the struggles that I have as a writer is, what am I going to do with all this stuff when I'm no longer doing it and maybe I'm gone? Are you guys facing that? Because, I mean, with both of you in this together, oh my God, you've got a lot of journals that are just sitting there.
Absolutely. I always say that this book will be a really nice memento. So Rebecca and I got engaged last week, and it doesn't escape us that we now have this thing that our, kids and grandkids will get to see and be traumatized by and say, wow, my grandparents were disgusting when you were selling these chapters. So yeah, it's a very lucky thing to have. Do
you have friends that ever look at the book and go, you're writing about me? I know you are. This feels like something that I would have done with you guys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think that by name, if not by story.
Do you find yourself being what I call silent wolves? It's like you're underneath the brush of a tree and you're just watching life. You're going, oh, I'm writing about that.
It's so funny you say that. Yeah, we're definitely observers of our friends and our communities, and we're always writing stuff down on our phones. And I think our friends have, I would imagine, a mixture of flattery and cringe when they see that we are taking a note about something they said. They're like, damn, where's that going to show up?
But has it ever done something wrong to a friendship? Because there are many people that will not come around me to talk anymore because they know I'm going to take it in and I'm going to take it to a podcast and talk about it. So they're going, I don't want you to talk about me.
Oh my gosh. Not yet, but TikTok. Why don't we just say that?
So what's in store for the two of you? Because, I mean, everything seems to be going back to a normal world now with the writer's strike and the actor's strike and stuff. So that has got to be a brand new platform for you guys now.
Oh, yes, and thank goodness for it. I mean, it's so fantastic that it got resolved, and the deals seem to be ones that everyone's really happy with. Yeah, I mean, our first love is TV and film, and that's something that we're just so excited to jump back into and, pursue in earnest. So we're going to finish out some of this book stuff. We've been having the best time talking about it and getting people's reactions and then, seeing what form these stories will live in going forward.
Are you guys having to do like what we radio people are doing? We have to now buy this program or this insurance of types of protecting our voice so that people can't steal it through AI. Are you guys having to do the same thing?
It's so interesting you ask. AI, as we know, is one of the big wedge issues of both strikes, and the Writers Guild did a fantastic job negotiating until they got protections that we feel really comfortable about, at least for now. So we don't have to do anything on our own. We're very lucky to be part of, as far as we're concerned, one of the most amazing guilds in the country who has our back.
Everybody has their favorite place to read a book. Is it okay to tell my listeners that, hey, if you want to read it in the bathroom, take it in there?
Oh,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Make it in the back of a car.
Yeah, if you're not scrolling on your phone in the bathroom, you get so many bonus points. And if you're scrolling, but only because you're listening, or reading the book on Kindle, then go with God.
I love it. Where can people go to find out more about the two of you and this book?
You can find us on Instagram, on Twitter, and the book Naked in the Rideshare is available wherever books are sold. So Amazon, Barnes & Noble, the HarperCollins website, your favorite local bookstore.
Now, a lot of people have been taking their books to comedy clubs because comedy clubs know you guys have got one hell of a following. I mean, are you guys going to be doing anything like that?
It's really interesting. We performed a little bit in college. We performed a little bit on The Tonight Show. Rebecca, especially by the time we left, was in a bunch of sketches. We don't have the performance bug as much. At least right now, we're just enjoying secluding ourselves and writing and seeing much more talented people than we perform it on screen, should we be so lucky.
I love it. Please come back to this show anytime in the future. The door is always going to be open.
We absolutely will, Sarah. Thank you for having us. Thanks for the thoughtful questions.
Well, you be brilliant today, okay?
Thanks, Sarah. Have a good one.
Thank you.